This is a quick look at the Sanrenmu LAND 9103 and the 9104 in the background here. These were both purchased from Gearbest, and so let's take a look at these two high quality, low priced, budget Chinese produced knives. So if you see these and they look quite familiar, it's because they're part of a family, which I will show you right now. I have all four because they're just that good. These are all the same: black G10, green G10, stone wash, black stone wash I should say, and just a plain stainless steel. So I'll just get the other ones out of the way and focus on the 9103 and the 9104. So for the majority of this, we'll be looking at this one just because it looks really sexy. I just like plain stainless knives because it just looks nice, but at the same time they collect lots of fingerprints, which you will find out if you own any stainless steel knives, but that is something different altogether. Anyways, so this is the knife. All four have the same Sandvik 12C27 Swedish steel, and it is very good. I personally prefer it over the Chinese made 8CR13 or 8CR14 MOV steels. And the handles are just a regular stainless steel. It has anodized thumb studs and the lanyard pillar right through the back there. Pocket clip is only good for tip up, right hand or left hand carry. There's no tip down if that's your thing. And the frame lock does not have those protections for over travel as the other kind of higher end frame lock knives do, but at this price I'm not complaining. Has a highly polished pocket clip as well. All four of these knives take after the Sebenza by Chris Reeve, as I'm sure most of you know, but at a fraction of the price, which is awesome. So the jimping is very functional. It's only on the top of the blade here, which is really all where you need it. As well, I guess, if you can consider it jimping, on the lock bar down here for an easier grip when disengaging the lock, as so. The lockup is very nice. It looks about a little more than 50% on mine, which is fine. Lock is not sticky, and it probably won't be very problematic in the future because it's steel on steel. And inside the pivots there, even though I won't be taking this knife apart, are some washers of the ball bearing variety, so be reassured it's very smooth. Goes for all four, not just this one. And the blade is a drop point with a satin finish. Has the LAND name here, and on the other side has the blade steel, as mentioned before. Ergonomics for this are outstanding, very good. It just feels comfy in the regular grip, and I don't know why anyone really needs this grip, but you can do that too. I never use this. And all the corners around the blade are chamfered, so it's very comfy. You can see there, the back, as well as the front. And even though these are frame lock knives, they're quite light for what they are. Look in the description box for all the specifications. The reason for that is because the frame is actually milled out. Even though it's a frame lock, it's milled out. It's kind of hard to see with my lighting there, but you can kind of see the channels. right there, as well as on this side right there. One smallish one there, one very long one right there, and as well as at the back there's a small one, which all helps to reduce the weight while still retaining the strength of a stainless steel frame lock. So these are very good quality, and the only hit I will give it is the deployment. It's almost impossible for me anyways. Maybe I'm just doing it incorrectly. I had similar issues, and you see a piece of my fingernail just scraped off there. And again. And I'm just going to continue filing my finger. No, I'm really trying to open this here, but it is not working because this suffers, these two in particular, the 9103 and 9104, suffer from the same problem, which is that they are frame lock knives, and in addition to that, they have that kind of, as Nut and Fancy coined it, pyramid issue with the thumb studs, which I had problems with for these two, but those ones aren't nearly as bad as these two, simply because the ball detent on the frame lock here is quite stiff. It's very strong, so you can kind of hear it there. It's very strong, that blade detent, and in addition it's a frame lock. So why does that matter? So when you're holding the knife, for righties anyways, so your other four fingers most of the time will be resting on the locking bar, like so. So your right hand here, when you try and deploy it, will be hindered by the pressure your other fingers will be putting on the frame lock bar there. So that, in conjunction with the pyramid issues on the thumb studs, makes this knife almost impossible to open, unless I get lucky right there and use super power. No, it was a very difficult thing to do, but if you get used to it, it works. I find that if you want to deploy it, you don't push diagonally out. You have to place your thumb right behind it and push perpendicular to the handle frame instead of kind of in a diagonal fashion, which for me is comfortable. I usually just flick in the direction of my thumb like so, but if I kind of put it behind and push outwards, that allows me to open it, but in a natural way. Most folders, I'll just open it in line with my thumb like that and it'll open, but with this you have to push kind of perpendicular, like I was saying, which is still failing me. There we go. So yeah, that's the main gripe I have with this knife. It's a beautiful knife. Lockup is great, weight is great, looks sexy, has excellent steel, for the price, that is, considering. Good jimping, good ergos, but the only thing is the deployment. Now I'll just show you some other ones, which I just showed you at the beginning, just for comparison's sake. There's no difference, it's just the handle scales, green G10, black G10, finer texture, grippier texture. These open much easier. Honestly, it takes probably a third of the effort to open those two as it does these two frame locks. This one's the easiest, I don't know why. This one's a little harder, and these two are very difficult. In any case, I'll show you another knife, the Mini Sebenza clone, which is very popular and I'm sure you've seen before. Sanrenmu 7010. It looks the same size, but I'm just holding it up. I'll put it down. So these two are the most similar. The 9103 and the Sanrenmu 7010, which is the newer variety. The older ones are called the 710. It's basically the same knife, but just bigger. Up top is the 9103. Down low is the 710, or 7010, sorry. Same blade shape, same general ergos, but tinier. Same jimping at the top. Everything's the same, just shrunken compared to that, or just enlarged compared to this. So that is my quick look at the Sanrenmu 9103 and Sanrenmu 9104. Both highly recommended if you have thumbs of steel. Yes, thumbs of steel. Anyways, thanks for watching.